Okay.
Good morning, everybody. I can't believe it. I looked at the calendar. It's September. I don't know where the year is gone. We still have 90 degrees, but it's really, to me, I love it, except that I don't know where the time goes. But today, one of my favorite people from when he was at Westward and now with the Colorado Restaurant Association is Mark Antonation, still my favorite writer, one of them. And you have a huge thing going on right now with the Colorado Restaurant Association. So good morning, Mark.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Always a pleasure. So tell me, you've been with, well, you want to explain the Restaurant Association a second, then the event?
Sure. The Colorado Restaurant Association represents and advocates for Colorado restaurants. And I work for the Colorado Restaurant Foundation specifically, which focuses on restaurant employees through workforce development, health and wellness, and other programs that help them succeed and grow as long as they stay in the restaurant business.
Wow.
And so the foundation is the primary organization that puts on the Denver Food and Wine Festival every year. It's a week worth of events and festivals, culminating in the grand tasting on Saturday, September 10th at noon.
When does it start?
So our first event is actually an industry-only event. It's on Tuesday, the 6th. It's a yoga and bubbles event for people in the industry, and it's free for them. So it's kind of our thank you for all the hard work that they do. It's basically kind of just a little wellness session. We've got people from wellness organizations there to talk to them about healthcare and staying mindful and
Okay,
battling all the things that happen
every day now.
lives.
And that's just for industry. So if a restaurateur or somebody is listening, great, but the public, no.
Right. So our first public event is on Wednesday, the 7th, and that's Dinner Under the Stars. And that's just a fantastic dinner that we put on every year. We did one last year, even though we didn't do the big festival. This year, it's at the Slate Hotel downtown. They're located in the former home of the Emily Griffith School, over on the kind of west side of downtown. And this one's from 6 to 10 p.m. It seats 150 people, and tickets are going fast. So if anyone wants one, they're at DenverFodandWiine.com.
How much are tickets? Do you know?
Right now they're $200. We had an early bird special going for $150, and those went quickly as well. But we've got food from 6 great chefs, and we've got past appetizers and a cocktail from Death and Company. We have past appetizer from River Bear American Meats. And then we have Dana Rodriguez representing Cantina Loca. And then we'll have food from Softa and Tavernetta and Ace Eat Serve. And then we have wonderful table centerpieces that are whole pies from John Hinman of Hinman Pie. Yeah. So the whole event is focused on raising awareness for mental health and wellness in the industry. So for this event in particular, the proceeds are all going towards our Angel Relief Fund, which we recently added new $1,000 grants for people who need help paying for health and wellness support, so they can
not necessarily it's anybody in the industry, not people who work it.
Yeah, so these grants would go towards people who work in restaurants
Right.
in Colorado.
Right.
Uh, so and they go towards paying for, mental health care sessions,
Absolutely.
that sort of thing.
And it's very much needed.
Yeah.
Good for you.
But it's going to be a great event. There's going to be an auction there to help raise a little more money. The food's going to be amazing. There's wine pairings from Southern Glazers Wine and Spirits, who sends a sommelier who's matched all the food with specific wines. So they'll be pouring the wines.
Sounds divine.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that's on the 7th.
Yep.
And are there things after that or not until the grand tasting?
Sure. Actually, on Thursday, we have 2 events. So that would be the 8th. We have what's called the Shake and Break Showdown. It's a new thing this year. It's a bartender competition and food truck competition.
Oh, what fun.
Yeah, so we have 6 food trucks and 11 bartenders. The bartenders were each assigned a spirit from the Southern Glazers collection. So there's going to be, mezcal, whiskey, gin, or vodka, different spirits. And then they had to come up with a creative cocktail that they'll be pouring for ticket holders.
And
Everybody
is this
gets to try all of them. And I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, is this in the evening?
Yeah, so this one is from 7 to 10 p.m. on the Tivoli quad on the Auraria campus.
Outside there.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful setting.
Yeah, and tickets for that are $65.
Okay. And then you have another event, you said.
And then that same night, actually that one's sold out. We have our annual Riedel wine glass tasting seminar that allows people to taste specific wines in the glass that was designed for those wines.
As opposed to whatever's in my cupboard, right?
Yeah, people love that. And then on Saturday, from noon to 4, is the grand tasting itself, which will also be at the Tivoli Quad on Auraria campus. And that
Outside
is
outside?
Yeah, that one is outside as well. We're expecting 1,500 people to show up,
Right.
and we'll have about 50 restaurants there, including 10 in the VIP lounge, and then just hundreds of wines and spirits for people to sample alongside the food.
And what time is that?
So that is from noon to 4, if you buy a VIP ticket.
Oh, you can buy a VIP ticket.
Yeah. And then for $115, the general admission starts at 1 p.m. till 4 p.m.
Okay. And VIP, you can go sit in a private, not closed in, but in a closed off space.
Yeah, so the whole event takes place under big tents,
Right.
Which will be nice this year since it's pretty warm.
You think?
And so there is a special VIP lounge tent with 10 restaurants, wines matched to their dishes specifically, along with other kind of high-end wines being poured there. And then for the main event itself, with you've got way more food, way more drinks. They're not necessarily paired specifically, but the people from Southern Glazers who are pouring are going to be happy to make recommendations based on what you're eating. Yeah.
Well, and people who might be watching who have always said, well, I can't afford it. I always wanted to go to Aspen Food and Wine. They don't have to. It's right here, right now, done much fun, very much the same as a grand tasting in Aspen. It's the same thing.
Exactly. We're really excited about the variety of food that we're bringing in this year, because we've got some of our favorite restaurants, high-end white tablecloth restaurants, and then we've also got a food truck serving dumplings.
Oh,
We've got fried chicken. So there's really going to be a wide variety of food to choose from all over Metro Denver.
well, you're an expert on fun places. That's where you always love to write about.
I try to keep my eye out for good food everywhere. Yeah.
Well, frankly, I think a lot of those they're better and more fun, and in this day and age, certainly more affordable.
Definitely. I guess with food prices going up, with the cost of labor going up, going out to dinner is
Pretty special.
yeah, it has to be a special occasion, and you have to think about what you want to eat and what kind of experience you want to have and where you want your money to go. So fortunately, we have a lot of choices in Denver, and so many amazing people working in the industry.
I agree. And you are helping all these people, but and I know that the restaurants can't help but raise their prices. Go to the grocery store and add to it the working, the paying, getting food in, trucking, it's I think it was easier during the pandemic than it is now for these people who own restaurants.
Definitely. And that's why this festival is such a great thing for Denver, because people can come to one location, sample all this food, and then, the ones they like, hopefully that's all of them, but, the ones they like, they can then go visit the restaurant.
Well, and I think all of us have become fans of places we've either seen at an event like this or we will see, or you just found them down the street and said, okay, I'll try that.
Yeah. And for me, I live over in Southwest Denver, and I live right off of Federal Boulevard. So I've always been, thankful that I can explore that part of town easily, and get some great food there.
Absolutely. And I'm an East Colfax person. So we go all around the city. But tell everybody again the details of how to come get tickets or what to do.
All right. So we have tickets for sale on DenverFodandWiine.com.
Okay,
so once you go there, all the events are listed out by date. You can take a look at, we've got a talent page with many of the chefs and bartenders and folks that are going to be there serving food and drinks. Each event has a description. We've got menus up for dinner under the stars and, wine listings. So once you make your pick, you can go, click the purchase ticket buttons and go from there. I will say one thing: once you get to the ticket page, there's a fantastic deal out there that gets you a ticket to Dinner Under the Stars, the Shake and Break Showdown, and the Grand Tasting. And so you get all three events for $350 per person, which is, not that's a lot to spend, but you get 3 nights of fun in 1 week, and so much great food.
Absolutely. I know everybody will love it. And just as an aside, please, when you walk up to these people, tell them how nice they are and how much you appreciate all they do, because it really isn't easy. And now one more note, please like and subscribe to the Gabb on YouTube so you can see this interview and others. And this will be up on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram very soon, so you can listen to Mark again, so we can hear more about what's going on and then go and read it. What a crazy fun event for you, and I can only imagine how busy you are.
Yeah, good busy. It's been super fun being part of planning this year, and I'm glad we're back, because we
Please.
couldn't do the big grand tasting 2 years in a row, so.
Well, I just want to see things back and all the restaurants do well. And everything you all do at the Colorado Restaurant Association is great. So good luck. Maybe I'll see you there. And Mark, you are the best. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, and thanks for having me. It's always a
Bye.
pleasure talking to you.
You're welcome anytime. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.